Hi guys, I'm Saintvicious, and I'm gonna basically it's my response to Elementz vlog, which is I guess the top thing on Reddit right now. I don't know. Like he basically, I've known Elementz since CLG, which is for like almost 2 years now, and known him a long time, and I've been through a lot of stuff with him, and I've been through like the highs and the lows, and I basically know like the kind of person he is, and he knows the kind of person I am. And I mean, he's a nice guy. We go out drinking a lot, and we hang out, and I guess we've been friends for a while, like a long time, and like, I don't know. He's been one of the down-to-earth people in the league scene. But as a player, I feel that his heart has never been properly in the game, and he basically he prioritizes other things than the game. Uh, and which is that's actually one of the main reasons why he was removed from CLG when he was removed from CLG. It had nothing to do with him not getting along with other players or anything like that. It was because his heart wasn't in the game, and he chose not to improve himself, which is like when you're at this level of play, like this is a job. Like this is what he doesn't understand is this is a job, and you're dealing with the highest level of play, and you're playing against other players that are willing to sacrifice everything to uh, be the best. And I don't think he's ever been in a position where he's had to sacrifice everything. Uh, and that's where he comes to where he is. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to dime him out or like insult him or anything like that. I'm gonna give you like a primary example right here, though. It's like this is the NA All-Star voting based upon by a handful of players, like the pro player picks. This is who the other pro players from the North American LCS, this is who they picked for their all-star team. People who they consider to be the best. And not a single person on here lists Elementz as somebody they would pick for their all-star team. Not even Elementz picks himself. Uh, it's and when you are in that like there, I'm trying to think of how to word this. Basically, when you're in this position, if you can't say that you're the best or you can contend for the best, you should be doing everything in your power to improve yourself and to become a better player and to work around with anything that you have possible around you to be better. And instead of doing this, he doesn't play support in solo queue. He doesn't duo queue with cop. He doesn't take criticism from me or the manager. Uh, it's basically like pulling his toenails out just to get him to like even remotely like pay attention. Like he doesn't do research. I don't think I've ever seen him research a another another game like an LCS match or a Tencent Pro League match, or even look at how other people do their laning, or look up a scrim, or look at another person's runes, or do anything like that. Like he basically there was a point at the beginning of LCS where we realized that we were starting to lose 2v2 bottom lane, and me as a team captain decided, oh, hey, wouldn't it be a great idea if we just 2v1'd every time and tower dode them? That would be great. Because that was kind of the meta too anyway. So to work around our weak bottom lane problem, we decided to 2v1 all the time and to win out the game like that and give them a free lane and equal farm. And now that people are kind of figuring out our weakness of we have a weak bottom lane and they're forcing 2v2s, we're running into bad situations. And Elementz basically would rather deflect where our problems are onto other things rather than manning up and like trying to self-improve himself. Like it's I don't know. Like when this many people, like this is a small handful, but when this many people, you can't say that you're the best, and even your own AD carry, Cop right here, even says special over him. Like I mean, I watched his vlog, and it's basically 33 minutes of him playing the victim and trying to call me out for being mean to him, and this is all based on a small Skype window. This is a small window of Skype and a conversation that is probably like I don't know 30 pages long or something like that. A small little window of it, and a small little capture of it, and he doesn't really even know what the conversation is about. And the conversation is about how to improve our team and how to make us better, and how we can. I'm asking another person how to improve our bottom lane. And from Doublelift, like I agree, Doublelift is probably one of the best AD carries in the game, and he's actually shaped Aftermoon into being good support. Aftermoon was terrible at support when he first started, but because like he has a team backing him up and trying to help him, and Aftermoon's completely open to criticism, and he duo queues with Doublelift a lot, and he solo queues and he plays AD carry slash support all the time. And he wants to improve himself, and he researches. I guarantee he researches because he wants to be good at what he does. And that's the difference between Elementz and another support player. And that's where the problem comes in. So if you're not willing to sacrifice everything, basically Element's version of sacrifice is, oh, I can only see my girlfriend on the weekends or something like that's Element's version of sacrifice. And he doesn't understand, like, I don't know, like putting in extra time or doing extra things or researching the game or going out of your way or trying to help your other teammates, like, or trying to come up with a new strategy or something good. And it just doesn't happen. And that I don't know. That's how we get into these upset arguments, and that's how I'm sure people will watch the scrims of CLG. I mean, I think we're like 0-9 versus them in the past 2 weeks, and we basically get into arguments because our bottom lane is losing, because CLG they just straight out just crush our bottom lane, and that's basically because they have a good bottom lane, and we're forcing them to 2v2 them. We're forcing our bottom lane to 2v2 them to get better. And that's causing a lot of heated debates, and it's causing a lot of arguments, and there's a lot of like passive aggressive things going down. But I mean, every team has problems. Like every team has like dirty laundry, and every team has arguments, and every team has problems. I'll give TSM as an example, like with their little game crib stuff. Like Reggie is basically in the position I am, where he gets dimed out, and he's gonna get criticized. And like he's hated by the Reddit community. He's hated by the community. And Reggie's actually a really nice guy, and he really cares about his team, and he means well too. But he's hated for it. Like all people see is like small little excerpts of how people interact with each other and how they talk to each other and how they deal with each other. And that's how like these opinions get formulated, and it's really dumb. But I mean, we have Super Week coming up, and we have the playoffs coming up as well. And I mean, I hope we can get through this as a team. Uh, I don't know. Like, I really disagree with Element's approach to everything, though. Like, he tries to take the mature person approach to everything, and yet he basically airs dirty laundry and tries to play the victim and posts it up on Reddit. And I don't think that's the mature way to handle things. And uh, it just isn't. Like, so, I mean, hopefully we can work everything out. I mean, I've talked to him, like, multiple times, and I mean, we have our manager, like, trying to help us everything through this. Because, I mean, when you live with somebody, like your coworker, it's like, it's hard. And you're, like, put under this much pressure, like, and this much stress, and, like, you have to deal with this, like, every day in, day out. Like, people don't realize how much pressure and how much stress, like, every player in the LCS is under. Like, this is your job, and, like, it's insanely competitive, and you could lose your job if you don't perform the best you possibly could. And when you see your teammates not putting the effort in and not performing in the way they should, like I'm fine with somebody underperforms. I'm like, okay, well that sucks, man. I hope you do better the next game. But if somebody underperforms and they don't put in the effort, and they don't put in the research, and they don't try to get better, then that's when I get upset. But I don't know. I mean, that's basically like that's my 10 cents on it. And this is Jackie, and he's a little shit. Jackie,
Wait, what's up?
this is the all-star vote from the pro players. Jackie, look, you voted for yourself. Good job.
Yeah.
That's the end of my vlog. Later, people.